slowly or quickly gain weight. I had a roommate named Big Ben, and he was like over 500 pounds. And I was like, so how'd you get that way? Well, he's like, well, I've been here for over a year, and I came in at only like 310. I'm like, so you gained nearly 200 pounds in here? Motherfucker died in his sleep from a heart attack.
While you were there?
Yeah, he would just sleep all day, not make it to class, and then when he would wake up, he would smoke a bunch of cigarettes and then just eat like a full-blown, you know those Cracker Barrel, like, cheese bricks?
Oh,
yeah. He would just put that on like a hoagie roll, melt it in the fucking microwave, and just house that son of a bitch. I'm like, dude, you're so unhealthy. But yeah, everybody in there, they all, like, just slowly gain weight. It's like, damn, I remember when you were here fucking 3 months ago, you were not 20 pounds heavier.
Right. Hey, man, you don't have to be in rehab for your weight to fluctuate. Mine goes up and down all the time, and so does my health. But one thing that helps me really keep consistent is AG1 from Athletic Greens. AG1 is the most comprehensive, convenient nutrition supplement you need. It's everything you need. Plus, it's totally delicious. And the reason why it's so good is because it's loaded with 75 different vitamins, minerals, whole food sourced superfoods, probiotics, adaptogens. I mean, the amount of awesome good stuff that they pile into this delicious powder, which you mix in with a pint of water in the morning, it fills in all of the gaps in your diet. It's totally delicious. And it helps with your gut health, your cognitive health, all of these great things on top of all of the nutrition you need. I'm telling you, AG1 from Athletic Greens is what I stand by. It's the most healthy part of my life, arguably. And if you go to athleticgreens.com/Stevo, they're going to give you 5 travel packs with the comprehensive, convenient daily nutrition I'm talking about, and a full year's supply of immune-boosting vitamin D. With your first order, that is if you go to athleticgreens.com/Stevo. Again, I swear by it. It's delicious. It makes me feel...
And they would send me the bill, which I found out later was $2,000 each time. So I was like, this time I really have to go. This shit is re-broken again. And that's when I hopped the wall and was running to the emergency room. And then this car of, like, skaters or whatever, or I don't know who they were, but they recognized me. They're like, Ben, what the fuck you doing? I'm like, I'm running to the emergency room because I got a broken ass up. They're like, get in the car. I was like, dude, I can't breathe in my car. Let us take you to the bar and have a shot. I'm like, dude, I haven't drank in a year and a half. And then they're like, come on, just one shot. I'm like, no, man, you got to take... They're like, we'll take you to the emergency room if you do one shot with it. I'm like, fine, let's do a shot. So I do one shot, which turns into 3 or 4 or whatever. But then I get my x-ray, thank God, because that was proof of... But anyway, the cops got me. They checked my breath. I had alcohol in it, which got me Baker-acted again. I had to go to the fucking loony bin once again.
Was this when you were in Florida, like, you went to... There was like a sports bar, and then there was like a strip club, and then there was like just these weird, I don't want to like say like methy looking people, but like...
I met them that day, I don't know. Like, they were like, man, we got your back, we're best friends, all this shit. Somebody filmed me do some ketamine that they had on the thing. They posted that shit the very next day, sold it to TMZ.
I never saw that.
Yeah.
But I saw you like passed out on the bed, and they were like being like just creepy over your passed out body, like just looking really weird and creepy. And it was like very alarming and upsetting. Yeah, dude. Oh, that was rough.
That was all on the trip to the hospital. You did ketamine too.
I guess when they go to their local bar and then we go to the strip. Well, we're at the strip club
bar. You take me to the hospital. Yeah, well, hold on.
And we were there. We were at the strip club at like high noon, so there was like nothing.
There's the B team.
Yeah. You did ketamine at the strip club?
No, when we went back to one of their houses.
Before the hospital. Yeah.
And the dude was living with his dad, who was like a preacher at a church, and he was just fed up that we were there and like midday just still partying. He was trying to kick us out, but then the kid was saying that it's my house and it's in my name, so if you want to leave, Dad, you can. It was a big fucking disaster.
You're in the
mess.
K-hole, just like.
Oh yeah, and he's just blasting all kind of Moneybag Yo rap music and shit. His dad's
I
trying
remember that. I remember there being like.
When did you end up going to the hospital? 4 days later.
Somewhere in the mix, I finally went there and got my X-ray.
You know, what was crazy too is that the last podcast we did with Bam, like, we couldn't put it up right away. We recorded it in like, I forget if it was like May, and then it was like months later we put out this super old podcast, and in like the interim, I think all of this stuff happened.
Yeah.
You know, like where.
Yeah, that would check out.
Yeah, it was kind of counterintuitive. Like what was being discussed on the podcast didn't really line up with the meth team. So you've been able to see your kid now. Like that's not an issue.
Well, yeah, he's now in Burbank, which is close, but for Christmas and New Year's they went up to San Francisco, so I had to fly there and visit them. But they haven't been home for a month, so
Home being
here, LA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm in Escondido, so it's like a 2-hour drive. But hopefully they'll be back soon. I still have all of his Christmas presents. I got a Bentley car and a blue Lamborghini car for him to drive, and all this stuff I couldn't fit on the airplane. So it's, what is it? Whatever date it is, I haven't been able to deliver his Christmas presents yet.
It's still the holidays, dude. We're good.
Yeah.
How old is your son?
He's 5 on Christmas. So,
Damn,
yeah.
5.
Wow.
So he's like, when is your first memory? It was like 6, right?
Mine was way before that.
Mine was like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think I remember like seeing snow for the first time when I was like 2.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, maybe like I vaguely remember like 4 or 5, but
I remember I used to hold my breath until I passed out, and I said that. And my mom was like, "That's crazy. You remember that because you were like 2 or 3."
Trying to get high before you
I
get
was
any
trying to get
drugs.
high. My gateway drug is
Starting
oxygen.
young.
yeah.
What was the timeline from you left Florida and then to now? Like, how long have you been home? Or
When I left Florida, I went right to Vegas to go to that We Are Young festival, and then from there I came straight to SoCal and just started. I was staying with the Derns looking for a place, and then when the shaman told me that his place was available with the connecting house, and that's when I moved into there. But I had to get the Bentley shipped out here, and I still have the Range Rover that I'm trying to get out here because I gave it to Kerry Getz because he has like 6 kids he's taking care of, and I'm like, dude, the last time I checked, you have this nice ass Porsche, but it's a 2-seater. Like, you know, if you want to use my car, it's just sitting in the driveway. Maybe you could put it up for sale to see if anybody wants to buy it, if the price is right. And he did find somebody, and then he showed me a photo of it all shined up and waxed and nice. I'm like, now I don't want to sell it. Now I want it again.
He better not crash it. There could be beef. How's your relationship with Novak these days?
It's good.
Good.
Yeah.
That makes me really happy.
Yeah.
And you're able to see your son. Are you getting divorced? Well, that was a very personal question that I would only ask a close friend. But here's a question I would ask anybody. Are you still wasting money on overpriced shaving products? Because that's silly. I'm telling you, man. I use shaving products from Harry's, and they're just as good as you can get, man. No gimmicks, no, like, nothing that you